a Cataclysm to turn up into his lane and then trying to lock the Darius down like that. I actually love the Darius into Silas option.
And you know the more simple, scary, seeing Dread up top lane. Thing to consider, very easy to execute team comp from Afreeca, which might benefit a young lineup.
Well, this could also benefit Afreeca as well, as Nogari's trying to get out. Good flash, but can he get the knock-up? Doesn't happen. Dread, he's going to miss it, but it doesn't matter. Just spins around.
Easy to execute. And speaking of execution,
yeah, we're going to get the knock-up this time as Keen comes on over. Crippling strikes there. Apprehend pulls him back. And Nogari, where are you going to go, mate? The Kingslayer ain't slaying any Kings now.
AP here by adding AP ratios.
Whoa. Nuclear wants his health bar back as Hoyt's going to get the Devour, but...
Anything about it.
Well, Dread's just going to be able to grab this one as the hook is going to land. See you later, Silas. And Nogari's going to do Nogari things and continue.
Timers. In this case, they do. They've swept out Vision. And against the run of play, they actually steal away a Drake.
It's a big steal as well, taking the Inferno. Find any joy as the Q is going to land, but the Gargoyle is not the target that they wanted as Nogari picks up the ult and throws in the heroic entrance there as well. Yukal immediately knocked up and has to flash to get out of the way, but Nogari has to go golden to keep himself alive. Dread diving on forward. There's the hero's entrance coming in for Afreeca Freecs. This time it's Showmaker darting in and around this fight, and Yukal eventually does fall down. Dread gets the tribute, can make his way back in, but decides he doesn't want to as the Ashe is popping off and aiming. Cannot do enough. Nogari with the god-tier team fight.
Absolutely true. I believe he was, and he also has a big bounty of his own. His summoners are down, and Afreeca like fighting. How hard we going?
Yeah,
it's pretty hard.
Going to come in, but Dread has to go golden in order to keep himself alive. That means that is going to be one of the ultimates not there, and now he's even dead as Kane in the front line, and that's not where he wants to be. Takes the Lantern in order to get out, and Yukal might just be the sacrificial lamb. Grabs one off the back end as the Catfish is going to bite the dust, but Afreeca Freecs like this are failing when it comes to just the team fights. Their laning phase looked great, but it's the team fights that they've fallen over, and that's just not what you'd expect with this particular lineup.
So, Afreeca Freecs cannot afford to lose even one more team fight. They push up here. He's Dread. He's almost dead already.
He dives on forward. The hero's entrance does eventually come on down, but they do have the grey health. They've got the Devour, and Nuclear will get played back, but is it actually creating enough distance? As Keen not going to get the ultimate as Nuclear is able to flash out of the way and go golden. Now the gap is going to be closed here as Aiming still dancing around this fight, but Nogari picks up the kill on the Gargoyle. Damwon Gaming trying to get what they can as Keen's diving in there, but Aiming is still alive. Well, not for long as there's the double distort, and Showmaker grabs that kill.
Showmaker was on the outside for a long time, but his team wasn't getting routed as he waited for his moment, and when he chose his moment, he made sure that it'd be all about him. A bounty goes down on Ashe, but a bounty being brought up onto Showmaker. 2 members alive means that mid lane turret starts to go down. Afreeca Freecs, they're kind of falling apart at the seams, Atlas, and it doesn't seem like there's any ELO heaven at the end of this game.
And we were asking, how the heck is Nogari going to get back?
That's a pretty nice start. Here's an ult.
Yeah, Arrow's going to land onto Canyon, and he went for the Hex Drinker. He didn't go for the QSS, and he's just straight up dead. Nuclear just delivered that kill as Nogari wants to come in and continue this fight. Dread going to have his ultimate pulled away from him. Cataclysm available for Nogari, who is going to go golden because he has that. Zhonya's still available to himself. Chains landed, and Yukal is once again hitting the Death Chamber.
And that Nuclear ultimate was on exactly the man.
Forward. They do know that he's around here, and Keen is going to get over that well, but Dread just has no health, and Nogari's going to finish that one off. One of the chains isn't going to hit there, and the Baron, it falls.
How many times have we said that this season?
Yeah, that's a good point.
0 times. Did that happen at Kesper Cup? No. It is very significant that Damwon Gaming have seen what happens.
Yeah, who gets the reset? Is it Aiming or is it going to be Keen? And just needs to be one of them, and things
remember, level 16. You get that first ult, you use it. We're not talking about much cooldown reduction required to have pretty low cooldowns. That's already Aiming.
Yeah, Aiming's got hit by another one, and Nuclear just picks it up. Jelly flies on forward, but that Fate's Call is not the fate that you wanted. Flashes over the wall of the box and picks up the double, and now the Afreeca Freecs are just flying towards a quadra kill for the Ashe. Dread gets onto the fountain, and Damwon Gaming say, if you're not going to give me the Penta, then I'm just going to end the game.
Nuclear does his best prey impression, brings back the frontline Ashe, and it works so well.
Kane, what was that? We're looking for the quadra, we don't get it. It's going to be Silas that denies that kill, and it's just a little flag that comes down from Prince Jarvan, and the Nexus explodes.
But it's not a little result for 2 teams short on confidence. Big win for Damwon Gaming in game number 1. And through an unlikely vessel, this was all about Nuclear on the Ashe this game, killing the enemy Kalista twice in a row, once with an arrow, the second time with some great frontline.